Hello my beloved souls, it's Susan here from Path to Authenticity again. Welcome everyone who's new to my site, to my channel, and welcome back everyone who has been with me for a while. For those of you who don't know who I am, just a real quick recap. I'm a tarot reader. Apparently I'm a twin flame and I'm a mentor for twin flames. I do private readings and private consultations. I also do an absolutely amazing healing tool in a form of guided meditations for twin flames and for everyone else. I have meditations like healing yourself or healing yourself and your divine counterpart. I also have a meditation calling in your soulmate, which is really, really good for you. Well, anyway, if you guys are interested in any of that, all the information is down below. And if you guys are drawn to making an energetic exchange in a form of donations, all the information for that is down below as well, and it is very much welcomed and appreciated. So thank you so much, you guys. And for today's reading is what will be his next move? I was debating for so long because I didn't kind of like to do readings that would be just about men or just about women, but then I realized that I have to do it because men and women, regardless if they're heterosexual or homosexual or whatever, they are still very, very different beings, and they act very differently because their thinking is different. So that is why lately my videos are very much about he, or not so much about she, but very much about he. And I just wanted to clarify that, why that. So anyway, without further ado, we have 3 stones. Pile of cards number 1 is, they're all turquoise, and pile of cards number 1 is this beautiful round turquoise. Pile of cards number 2 is this flat one, and then a third one is this bigger one. All right, so what will be his next move? Let's do this. All right, so pile of cards number 1 for what will be his next move. And let's look at the cards. We have the Tower, 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Princess of Pentacles, drink more water, receive with love and appreciation, past life relationships. All right, so what I'm getting from this guy is that he doesn't really have that much of self-esteem, and if he acts like he is like super confident and whatnot, it is only a facade to cover the pain that he feels inside, the pain that has, you know, that was caused him by his previous partners, and it all comes from his childhood and stuff like that. And but what I feel from this guy, that he consciously wants change. And in relations to you, I feel from him that he's really interested in you and that he has feelings in you, for you. And honestly, like, you kind of awaken within him that he wants to fight all those pains that he have, and that he wants to truly move on and like let it all, like leave it all behind, all that pain, leave it all behind and heal it, and come kind of like more up with his vibrations and with his energy, and you know, that he wants truly a change within himself. And I feel this very conscious need for change, and I feel like he was rejecting you quite a bit in a past, and he was telling you, I feel like he has been even very mean to you at times and telling you like you're not good enough, or you know, maybe like, you know, like we are so different or whatnot. But what he was actually feeling was that he is not good enough for you, and that he's afraid that once you will take off those pink glasses that you're looking through, that you will see his true horrible self, and you will reject him. So that's why he was rejecting you. And but what his conscious actions next will be, he's going to at least try, because for this guy it's actually really hard, really hard to receive things with love and appreciation, to admit to himself that he might be a good person, to admit to receive something, to be vulnerable in front of you, because he's so afraid of that rejection. No matter how many times you tell him that you love him, no matter how many times you tell him that he's an amazing person, and that you feel him, that you can feel his energy, and that you can see inside him and whatnot, however you are expressing your love, he's incapable of receiving that, because he is so afraid that you are actually not seeing his true self, and that once you will see his true self, you're gonna leave. That's what he's convinced. And no matter how many times you're gonna tell him otherwise, that no matter how many times you will see him, that you will tell him that you see right through him, and that you feel his passion, and you feel his beauty, and you feel his goodness inside and whatnot, he will not believe you. He has to go there by himself, and this is the action that he's taking. This is the move that he's taking. He is changing. He wants to change. I feel his conscious change. And in this we have the Nine of Wands, which is about the warrior who, even when he is wounded, he's not gonna freaking give up. All right, he's not gonna give up the fight. So, and this is your guy. Like he is so determined to let all those pains and all those low self-esteem go away. He's so determined to make the change, and this is a major arcana. So that's stick. He is doing that change. He's making that change. Okay, he is so determined to make it, and he's not going to give up. He is going to go towards receiving with love and appreciation, and with receiving, when he wants to receive your love with love and appreciation, and any other's love with love and appreciation, it means that he's going to be capable of giving it, because sometimes receiving love is so much harder than actually giving it. And you might even think that all you want is actually receive love. But sometimes when you really think really hard, if, I don't know, somebody gives you a compliment, let's say, tell you like, oh my God, you're so amazing. And you are like, oh yeah, right. What else is new? Or you're going to say like, oh, please stop it. Yeah, like you are incapable of taking that compliment. That is actually mean that you are incapable of receiving love as well. And that is what, like I said, like give love is far easier than actually receive it. And for some people, and I feel like especially men in these days, because they have been like the manhood or whatever, the divine masculinity has been killed over and over and over again within them. That men, they don't even know how to be men. They don't know what it really means to be men. Like there is just the distortion in this world nowadays, that those men who actually feel that divine masculine awakening within themselves, and trust me, every single man has a divine masculine within them, and every single woman has a divine feminine within them, and also vice versa, because also we as women have a divine masculine, and there's men, they have divine feminine. But always, like, we kind of start, unless there is a certain, there can be exceptions. When we start, we kind of start with honor our gender in that a little bit, even though the gender is not important at the end of the day, but we kind of start to honor our gender. So when actual men start to feel their divine masculine are awakening within them, and they have urges to receive love from somebody, and they have urges to give love to somebody, and they have urges to actually feel good about themselves, it's like their ego is like, no, this is not what I'm supposed to be. I cannot, be this emotional person. I cannot, express my feelings. That's not what I have been taught. That's not what it means to be man. This is not how it is. So they're just confused, and they go even more into that hardship that they feel. They feel it intensified, and you are the one who actually awakened this divine masculine, who was like the trigger, who awakened that divine masculine within this guy, and he was fighting it for a very long time. But like I said, we have the Tower here, and here comes the change where he is actually consciously changing to go for better tomorrows. He is planting the seeds so he can do the harvest. He believes that, like Princess of Pentacles, she's I don't want to say naive, but she's a very positive character. She believes that everything will have a good ending, and everything, will have its fruits, and like she is extremely positive. And this is how your man is feeling it. They want to take care of themselves, even on the physical level, on their health level. So I feel like a lot of them that you hear about might have have a problems with some kind of an addictions. It might be drugs, it might be alcohol, it might be porn, it might be food, any kind of addictions, like even addiction to their 3D persona, to go, drinking out with the lads or whatnot. And, like they feeling this addiction, and they feel like, okay, this has to end because I cannot no longer deny this awakening that is happening within me. So I do want the change. I do want to receive love and appreciation from people so I can actually feel free to give that love, because they feel like that you guys are connected. I know that we had the past life relationship quite a bit, and it will be funny if it's again you who chose this pile, but like your guy, he feels that connection just as much as you. He feels that like you guys know each other from past lives. You feel so familiar to him, and like he knows just as much as you that this relationship has future, all right? And it has future, and it scares him. It scares the hell out of him. But right now he is ready to make that change. So that is the next move, and the next move towards you is that receiving and giving of the love and appreciation. And trust me, it might come as a very, 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 very subtle gestures. So please do not expect him to come to you and go down on one knee and tell him that he loves you, because that is with highest probability, it is not going to happen. It might start simply with a smile, or with a thank you, or with, hey, do you want to go out for coffee? Or, let me help you with that bag, or whatever, some little gesture. So just be on a lookout for that, and please receive this gesture with a love and appreciation for him, no matter how small that gesture is, because trust me, that teeny tiny gesture is a huge, unbelievably humongous leap for that man, because this have been like the expression of emotions for him has been killed within him, and it takes so much for him to actually awaken it back. And you are the one that he wants to awaken it for and because of. All right? So just no matter what he does, try to open your heart and receive it with love and appreciation, so he actually can feel gratified and he can actually feel validated by you, because that will be for him another step to actually validate himself. Because for him, if you would prove him that you are actually the one who rejects him, it will set him back. Even though there is technically no setback, but trust me on this, when you are going to be appreciative and about his little gesture, it will open him up like a flower. It might take some time for sure. But be on the lookout for the little gestures, because he wants to give them now. He truly does. He truly does. This is a conscious change within him. This is a conscious move within him that he really wants to do. All right? All right. If you need a little bit more details on that, just go for a private reading and have a little bit more insight on your situation, even from your part. It's always helpful. All right, I think that's it. I hope that you liked it, and I hope that it helped a little bit. I love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, so pile of cards number 2 for what will be his next move. Excuse me. The All-Gifted. King of Pentacles. Crystals. Oh, this is going to be a very short message. Choose love. And honeymoon. Oh my God, do I love it or what? All right. So, I'm just gonna say it. I feel very, very healthy confidence from this man. I feel that he worked on himself very, very strongly, and I feel some of you have not been in a contact with this man for a while. I feel some of you are actually in a divine connection or twin flame connection or of that sort, because we have the All-Gifted here, and that sometimes can indicate that. And I feel like this man has worked on him so much, and I feel him very much balanced right now, and he kind of find his ultimate divine masculinity within himself, and he's very much balanced, and just as much like this King of Pentacles, he's kind of like offering us the pentacle there. This is what I feel that he is going to do, with his heart. He's going to offer you his heart. I feel him being, like taking action. I'm feeling him really being decisive, being strong in a belief within himself. Like he is no longer fearful of any kind of rejection. He's no longer fearful of whatever might happen or whatnot. I have crystals here, which indicates to me that he kind of has embraced his spirituality and this spiritual connection that you might have, and that he believes in himself as a soul and as a strong being, and he truly, as the unicorn, and is it here, like he knows that he's the unicorn. He knows that everyone is a unicorn, and we just need to kind of like see it in ourselves, and he sees it in himself now, and he wants to be like that unicorn who is kind of like there for you and protecting you and taking you kind of like from place to place and showing you the world and be there for you when you are there for him, and he wants to support you, and he wants to just love you and protect you and be the divine masculine for you, and this is what I feel him very much in balance and very much in action mode, and I feel him smiling, and we have the All-Gifted here. So this is for me, I'm hearing that he's all healed, if that's even possible. Like I feel him that he is all healed, and this is just so beautiful, fam. I'm sorry, I just kind of felt into him, and I feel him so strong, this guy of yours. I truly feel him strong, and I'm smiling here how ready he is, and look, this is his next move. Choose love. Choose love. He's choosing love, and love for all. Love for himself, love for you too, your relationship, your love that you guys share. That's what he's choosing. All right? And then comes this, the honeymoon. That's the relationship that you guys are gonna have. I truly feel that if you want to call it union, let's call it union. If you want to call it, hey, let's try a relationship, let's call it that way. But I feel this guy, he is ready to ask you out. He's ready to go for it with you, but let him do it. Let him do it, because he needs to be the divine masculine. He needs to be the one who takes the action. He needs to be the one who is in lead of this relationship in the protective, looking after kind of way. Not that you would be a weaker woman, not at all, not that way, but just because he wants to protect you, he wants to love you, he wants to show you how much he loves you, because he knows that you have your things to do as a divine feminine. You are your, you have your own traits to fulfill, and he is here to nurture, and he's here to love you. He's here to take an action and protect you and look after you, and he wants to do it. That is the purpose of the masculinity. They are our protectors. They are our healers. They are our equals. Of course, they are our equals. But imagine if you're in a, let's say, a household, right? And then if you would do all the time everything the same. If you would cook, you both would cook at the same time. If you want to hoover your apartment, you both would be hoovering the apartment. But that doesn't work like that. If you want to be chopping wood, you both would be chopping wood. But that doesn't work like that, because only you would do only such a limited things, because while one can cook, the other one can hoover, and at the same time you can do two things done. And this is just like what I'm saying about the home. It's yes, we are equal, but we both have our own things to do, and like the men, they're our dirt. English is a really bad word for it. Maybe there is another word. The dirt that is in the nature that things grow in, right? And the divine feminine, they are the flowers that they are growing from the dirt. So we need each other to coexist, right? And we love to do it. Like the flower, she loves to be in that dirt and take all the nutrition from that, and see the support in that dirt, and take the take the water, the hydration from the dirt and everything. And you know what? The dirt loves to give it. They love to protect that flower. They love to hold it in place. They love to, and that's what we have. That's our tasks, you might say. I cannot think of another word now. That's what we are here to do. We are here to support each other and work together in the symbiosis. We are so freaking messed up through the society that we no longer know what we are supposed to do. And when we are feeling something that we supposed to do, like men feeling that they want to protect women, or when women feel that they want to be mothers, we are being told that, oh my God, how can you feel like that? You're suppressing the woman, or you are, too weak of a woman because you want to be a mother. Those are the things. I'm not, we are supposed to be equal, of course, but equality doesn't mean that we have to kill our divine masculines and our divine feminines. It doesn't mean that we have to kill the masculinity and the femininity within us. It doesn't mean that we have to be hermaphrodites and completely, erase everything that we chose to be when we came into this life. And yet that's exactly what we are doing with this society. That is exactly what we are doing. And we are suppressing that beauty that is awakening within us. But now, and this man, sorry, kind of got lost in that, didn't I? But this man, he is the divine masculine. He is the giver. He's the one who's taking action. He's the protector. And he loves that. and he owns it. Oh God, he owns it. He owns it so strongly, and he wants to give it to you, and he wants to share it with you, and he feels like you are his goddess and he's your god. You guys are equal. You guys are perfect for each other, and he is ready. But again, give him the space to do it, because he is the one who needs to do it, and that is the action that comes from the divine masculine, that comes from the divine masculinity. He needs to do it, so let him do it, and just sit back, put your feet up, put some beautiful music in your ears, and relax. And enjoy your life in your present moment. Because I guarantee you that very soon, oh very soon, this man comes knocking at your door. And it's gonna be all the honeymoon. Alright, you guys, I love you so much. If you still would like to know what fits on your personal situation, what is your divine masculine, what your man is doing, and you know, anything, like I said, I do personal readings, and I love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Alright. Pile of cards number 3 for what will be his next move. King of Wands. 2 of Swords. See the other person's point of view. Embrace your emotions. Pay attention to the red flags. And trust. Alright, so I have to tell you that this man, I feel that he has an issue with trust, okay? Because we have to pay attention to the red flags, which is kind of like the signs are cautioning you, right? It's a kind of like, hey, be careful, you know, maybe something that you are seeing, it's not the way it appears to be. And, you know, so be cautious. And then on the other side, we have trust. So I feel from that, and we have the 2 of Swords, which is a card of choice. And, I feel from this man that he has in his past, you know, some trust issues from his partners, from his family. Like his family put some ideas about like, don't trust other people, only trust you, everybody's going to betray you or whatnot. You know, all this kind of programming he has from his family. So he has a little bit of a trust issues. But I have to tell you that this guy is so intrigued by you. He is so intrigued by you that he is actually gathering all his strength and all his curiosity, because I do not feel a fear from this man. I do not feel fear from him. I just feel like indecision. I feel like him thinking like, okay, maybe I should swallow all that pain that I had from my past relationship and from my, you know, parents and stuff about not to trust people who are a certain way, because maybe I feel that you might be a little bit different than, you know, than what he usually would go for. But he is like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stay strong, and I'm gonna rise like the sun, and I'm gonna do it. I'm going to ask. So I feel like he is going to excuse me, he is going to see the other person's point of view, and here you are the other person. So I feel that he's going to embrace his emotions, right? He's going to kind of like gather his emotions and decide to trust in you and find out how you feel about him. So I feel that he's going to ask you out a little bit, but just make sure, very strongly urge you, make sure that you are yourself on that date or around him in general. Just be yourself. Do not try to please him. Do not try to you know, like be like somebody because you feel like, oh, women who wear skirts are always prettier. That's what I've heard. So I'm going to wear skirts even though I hate them. So do not wear a skirt. Have pants, man. Like, because you don't know, this guy, it doesn't matter what he likes. He is drawn to you. He's drawn to you so much that he actually wants to swallow his pain, swallow his fear, and go and find out how you feel about him. And what this come to be, what this relationship might be, if there is any fruits, and everything. So he is drawn to you, the way you are. So just make sure that you are yourself. Do not try to impress him by assuming that you know how he feels, assuming that he must busty ladies, or so you're gonna stuff your freaking bra, or just be yourself. And it's not just about looks, it's of course about behavior as well. Do not try to play a ladylike if you're not a lady. If you don't feel like a lady, just be and eat a burger. It's all right. You know what? You don't have to have salad. Just eat a burger, and the other way around. If you feel like you're very gentle and beautifully fragile and very ladylike, it's of course amazing as well. So embrace that, even though you feel like he's this whatever guy who likes to go hiking and who needs to have a strong muscular woman next to him or whatnot. Just do not assume. He is drawn to you for the way you are, and apparently you are drawn to him the way he is. So I urge you, I feel it very strongly, the universe is saying, just be yourself. That is very important. Be yourself. So like I said, this guy, he is deciding that he is going to take the leap of faith, and he's going to trust his gut feeling that is pulling him towards you so strongly. He's going to embrace his emotions, and he is going to find out how you feel. He is going to ask you out, or do some kind of a little gesture. So just be on the guard, be on the lookout for these gestures, because it might not be asking out, it might be something different, right? But just be on a lookout. And he might be even testing the waters with some questions and stuff like that. So just make sure that when you're around him, be absolutely natural, be yourself. Do not try to think about your answers, what could be the best answer. Just be yourself, be natural, because trust me, he appreciates that so much. He appreciates that so much. Your honesty, the natural way you are, he appreciates that so much. And I feel like that's what he has an issue with. This, pay attention to red flags, is the fakeness of so many people in these days. And I have to say that women are far more fake than men at some time. Because we feel like we always have to trick the men into being with us with I don't know what not. Actually I really don't know, but some women are like that. So, and he is intrigued by the fact that you are so beautifully natural, and you feel like you are yourself, and you love yourself the way you are. So just this is what he is intrigued by, and so I tell you, just be that. Just be that. Just be yourself. Be yourself, and be on the lookout of the gestures that he's going to try to find out how you feel about him. And don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just go for it. Because there is a future here. I can feel it. He's very interested. He's very interested. He might be a little bit too strict. Too strict about, I don't want to say his criteria, but the fact that, his past. And he has, because of his past, he has barriers around him. Oh my God, but girl, you can crumble his barriers like this by your beautiful, amazing, natural self. So you have the power. So do not be afraid that he has some kind of barriers, because just you being you're crumbling those barriers, and he loves it. He might not know that yet, but he loves it. He loves it. And he's going to choose you. So just be on the lookout for the gestures and dates and everything. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Okay, if you want to find out a little bit more about your situation or any other issue, all the information for personal reading or consultation is down below. I love you guys so much, and I hope that it helped. And I see you next time. Bye.